Well, hello and welcome. Uh, if you're watching the stream, welcome to the stream. If you're watching the YouTube version, welcome to the YouTube version. You may have seen this world on TikTok, and you may see this world more on TikTok, hopefully. Um, well, this should be exciting. So, this house is the initial build. This is a tour of the world, is what I should start with. So this house is the initial build. Uh, so what happened was I was looking around and I found a mountain and I decided that I was going to build a house inside of a mountain. So this would be the whole entire house. Uh, Now, what I did with the initial house, which was just this, was I just broke it down and in. It was really cool, I would say. And it was really fun to do, really. The TNT was fun, and then breaking it all out, explosions and all that. It's pretty cool. So after that, I made the underside of the balcony, which is giant, stone pillars. Did some redstone work, so now you can turn the lights on and off via the redstone system with the lever right here. So, now it's off. And then I go back in and let me just do this real quick. And now it's back on. And like everything is something in this world. So that's the initial build. So what happened after that was I went down this way. I decided to build the staircase over here, built the bridge over here. Did some like tester builds to see what kind of sizing I wanted to do. I then went downstairs. After that, it was basically just, let's build a giant underground world, and it's still in the works, really. But, giant tunnel, multiple houses. The goal is to build them down, maybe branch out left and right as I go. So, yeah, I would say honestly, pretty interesting. When it comes down to the overall concept of the world, it's all medieval magic. That's the theme. So that's where the house started. And just to give you the rest of the tour of the house, what happened over here was I decided to go make a bedroom. Of course, not finished, but made. I made a closet at the back. No clue what I'm gonna do with it yet. And then there's the hidden library inside. Honestly, I really like it. I did make all of the floors light up. Of course I did. So with this little lever right here, you can, shut off the library and turn it back on. I was gonna make it more accessible, but then I didn't want, like, anyone to find it, but just in case they just turn the lights off, because I always like them on. So, yeah, it basically goes all the way around, and then there's like a little tunnel here, of course, la-di-da-di-da. So pretty much now you can come up the stairs and then go around, and then go around, and then here you go, your potions room, and your enchantment table. So yeah, that was the house. And then after a while, I recently did this part, but as you can tell, everything is redstone. So went down the hallway here, built down a hallway here, built it a crafting room, built a armory. I had to do 2 rooms for the armory because I had to do everything. I built a training room. Not much of a training room currently, but it's in the works. And then I built a balcony. Now, the balcony does go down. I didn't do doors because I figured there's not going to be anything really on the balcony. So after that, we Christmas came along. We built a tree, of course. Uh, I'll show you inside the tree. Let's do that in a moment. So I built a pirate ship because every good world needs a pirate ship, right? Nice dock. Would be the village that has been in the works for a while now. Here's one of the houses, of which I posted on TikTok. You can watch me build it. This house right here is going to go on TikTok either before or after I post this video. I don't know, but it'll be up. You can watch me build this whole house, and if you want to build it as well, you can. This house design is a bit new to me. I went with a design that you can use on both sides. So this house can be a house on this side, or this house can be a house on this side. It was very interesting to work that out. Now these houses are all just separately built. I could take you through every single one. I did do interior on them, but that's a lot. So we're just gonna enjoy the fact that we have a nice village. Now over here is where I started building some houses. This house over here you can find on TikTok too. You can watch me build it if you ever want to build it. Of course, my girlfriend's pet shop is here, of which I built her. And she did build this house over here. She also built a house over here. She is going to have a video going up on TikTok as well, and that will be her build of her glass house. It's gonna be either up before or after I post this YouTube video. Let me know how you guys like this YouTube video. They're gonna get better as they go along. I promise. This is just, first time trial. Want to see what I can do. So she built a little castle here, of course. And then over here was a concept for a glass house. I really like it. This house, the video for it will be going up, and I honestly really like it. Really good one. And yeah, so this is the world. And last but not least, let me show you inside this tree. So the influence for the tree came from, well, the show Disenchantment. And if you don't know the show Disenchantment, highly recommend checking that out. But the staircase to hell was the motivation for this monstrosity. So what I started doing is I just wanted to see like how long it took to go down to the bottom. So I kept going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Well, basically until this happened. And it keeps going down, but we'll leave that for another day. At the end, you just hit another portal, to be honest, or an end portal. Here, actually. So if you go down here, and you come across, here you are. All that work gets you an end portal. Just to figure out that right next to the door, you could have jumped down and swam the whole way. If you had doors. Because you need air pockets. So, coming all the way back up the tree. Honestly, I did it more for fun than anything. It was Christmas time. I was kind of bored, didn't have anything to do. It's like, I'm gonna build a Christmas tree in Minecraft. And here we are. Giant Christmas tree with the tunnel to, well, the end of the end. Now, over here, obviously there's a pumpkin patch that we'll never touch because I love the pumpkin patches. We're gonna have a giant carnival, and I might have to level everything, or I might just build it with the mountain, like the roller coaster can come down the side of the mountain. I'm not 100% on that yet, but you'll know when you see it. The builds will be out. So this is actually the video, the Minecraft World Tour that I promised on TikTok. Now if you go down in the boat, I don't have much built yet. Looking for ideas if anyone has any for a boat. Like I like the cannons, like actual TNT cannons. They're pretty fun. Oh yeah, and we have some old-timey talk. Thy sir shall be okay. We're just gonna continue on from that one. And so yeah, this is the whole entire world. There is more to it, of course, but when this world is complete, I will be putting it out there and everyone can download it, everyone can enjoy it, everyone can see what this world becomes in the future. So honestly, I think that would be like really cool. I'm just gonna set the weather to rainy because it's better than stormy. Everything won't burn down then. So yeah, this has been a very quick, very short tour of the world. So let's go into a little more details. Now, if you go over here, you obviously get the map world. So this is the new map of the world, which will be extended. I'm gonna have to move it all up one, and after that, I'm going to have to add more at the bottom because the carnival is gonna be down here. So we're gonna have to go. Yeah, we're gonna have to put that more in the center to branch out more. And then I'm going to add on more in the top right hand corners once we build more. But this whole wall is hopefully going to be filled with map. And the map is going to be the whole map. Once this wall is done, the map is done. That's what we're shooting for. It's not a small build, it is a colossal build. And it could really use some help. I think I'm doing pretty good. I made the houses super dense, of course, because like the closer you get to the more popular spots, I want to be more, you know, just have more life, more everything. But as you branch out, of course, like over here, there's gaps between the houses a little bit more. This video is just a lot of me talking and explaining. It's not really meant to be very. I'll cut that out. Well, yeah. So this has been a tour of the world. Very short video. So what we're going to do to make the video more fun is we're going to add something real quick, and it's going to be a fairly mini build. But so, well, now that we've done a tour of the world and we get a little bit more of an understanding of the world, we're gonna go build something. We're just gonna build something for fun. Where should we build it though? Where should we build? We'll build right here. This looks perfect. Gonna need my grass block real quick. One of my most favorited blocks in Minecraft is the grass block. I don't know why, but it just is. I noticed I did say favorited too, but you know, that's how it be sometimes. Okay, so you know, we'll just build something random here. Let's go with this. We'll go with this, and we're gonna go with this. We're gonna do a mini build. So if we start the house round about here, we can go a little bit closer. There we go. There we are. Want to go back a little bit more. Excuse me there, pigs. Yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, this one's not going to be a quick build. This is actually going to be you enjoying a build. So here we go. Now we can just do this. So tell me what you think of the video, obviously, for everyone on Twitch that watches this, for everyone off Twitch. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. That is all I really hope. And I promise that the future videos will be more exciting and more fun. So, this is a bit out of the ordinary for me, so I feel kind of awkward making it, of course. Uh, but it was really just like to give people a descriptor, to give people a quick tour on, what I built in order to uh, feel, I guess, comfortable starting to build other things inside the world and like posting it online and all that type of stuff. Uh, I just wanted something to go off of course, instead of me just like hopping in and being like, "Hey everyone, we're starting this world fresh." Uh, and it adds a little mystery to the world, right? Like, it's kind of nice. I like it. Uh, and I obviously haven't shown you guys everything, no. And in the future you will see everything, of course. But at least you got the gist of it now. Like, you know what it's all about. This random stuff just everywhere. You don't know, like, what's gonna be built next. You don't know, like, how some of the things work, and it's kind of fun. I mean, could you do this? Yes, I truly believe that anyone could do this, and I would support anyone doing this, especially trying to, make something of themselves online or anything like that. I truly support anyone with that. Uh, and trying to do these big builds and whatnot, like trying to create giant maps and worlds and make them look like good and all that type of stuff. Like, yeah, I support people. I'd even hop in your world. I would help you out, and then I'd leave you to it after that, because I believe that you know what you're doing. But yeah, if anyone ever wanted to like do this type of stuff, I would 100% say do it. It's something that you feel like you can do, you want to do, you're willing to dedicate the time towards like it's it, it's not easy, of course. Like, I'm not gonna say this is easy, but I'll say that with time and practice, it could become a lot less difficult. Alright, so here we go. We're back in the house, and let's make the floor real quick. Ooh, no, I don't want white on white. Just realized that could come off. We're doing a spiraled floor. This is gonna be a more of a bright, vibrant house, to be honest. It's really just a quick build house. But it's more of like something where you can actually watch me do all the work and enjoy it. And you can listen to me talk. Yay! Well, let me tell you a story while we're finishing up this house. Remember this one time? I was at school, and it was pretty funny because there I was, not at school. No, I'm just kidding. So I was at school and I got sent down to the principal's office, and there I was at the principal's office. I was just chilling out, taking it easy, and the principal's like, I don't know, he's just like all upset with me or something. I forget what it was about, of course, but I remember that when I came back to the classroom, I was telling my teacher how I just got out of detention, and she was not happy about it. And I told her, I was like, so I'm not in detention. I don't know if you wanted me to have detention, but I don't have it. And she was like, how did you do that? I sent you down specifically to get detention. I was like, well, maybe you don't send me to do things. And then there was this other time. This teacher, I was just sleeping on my desk. I was like taking a nap. Teacher walks up, knocks on my desk, disturbs me from my slumber, and there I am, looking like an angry little fucking elf. No, I'm just kidding. But there I am, looking all cheesed, and she goes, "Hey, if you want to sleep, you can go sleep with the principal. I looked her dead in the eyes, and I I don't swing that way, and I almost got suspended. But it was worth it because a lot of people cracked up. So, to be honest, worth it. I was gonna say maybe not worth it because, like, responsibility, but nah, it was worth it. But yeah, so more stories about me. Uh, this one time, and this one's actually kind of funny to be honest. So this one time, I was, yep, I was being a Canadian as I do, getting that grass. If you're a Canadian, you know what kind of grass we're talking about. A boot, eh? So I was getting that grass, and there I look in the window, and who's staring out the window from the classroom? I don't know. My teacher. Why do these doors look like Kit Kats? Like, you can't unsee that now. These are just Kit Kats. So there's my teacher looking at me from inside the classroom, and I was like, wave, because I didn't know what else to do. Just smiled and waved. And he was pretty chill with it though. He was just like, we're gonna pretend that never happened. And I was like, yeah. So I made a story about it online. Because pretending it never happened means I can tell a funny story online. And yeah, so this is the house. Tell me if you like it or not. I kind of like it, to be honest. This was the tour of the world. If you'd like me to go more into it, I will. But for now, we're just gonna stick with like those houses over there, who built what. We're gonna stick with what's happening and what's gonna happen. I showed you the two houses that I posted on TikTok that you may have seen. I showed you the house that I will be posting soon, before or after this video, I'm not sure. I gave you a sneak preview, or maybe not a sneak preview, of my girlfriend's house that she built and will be going up on TikTok. The build of this house will be on TikTok. So if you guys want to build it, you guys can build it. It's honestly really cool. I would say I was not expecting something like this. It's like triple floors, and look at that. That's immaculate. Even the fridge has cookies. So yeah. Uh, Tell me what you think. Tell me if you want to see more, like a more intricate tour. And yeah, so this is my first Minecraft video. Honestly, they're going to be more interesting and more fun in the future, but this is just to get like an understanding of how good I'm doing with editing, and understanding on how good I'm doing with the overall, like, posting the videos, making the videos, how YouTube works. And yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed. Have a very nice day. And this is where the YouTube video ends, but the stream doesn't end.